Almighty morning. Darian,
Good
Ray,
grief.
Faith, and Love. We're up and running this morning.
Everybody's storming the doors.
Oh, you love it. Okay.
Makes me feel loved. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Did you share it?
I don't think I did that.
Okay, got to share. Let everybody know we're here. There you go.
Yay. Thanks, Mom.
Good evening. So, where are you, Darian? I don't always remember where everyone is because we do see quite a few people. Hello, Miss Jess. One of the Tennessee triplets is in the house.
Tennessee trip.
Yeah, there's three of them in
the-
Tennessee. Well, Bonnie and Jess are the Tennessee twins, and then there's Michelle Frost.
Wasn't there a new addition? Somebody else was it Kevin? Was Kevin going to go down there? I don't remember.
No, Kevin's in New York.
I knew he was not there. Faith and Love by Jess.
Yeah. Okay. Does everybody hear him? Okay.
Scooter Bam.
Oh, hello, Scooter Pam. Welcome in. I don't know if anyone noticed, but I do have announcements in the descriptions. One is, in Scotland. Rachel's in Scotland. We have an announcement. Jami Cooke needs some love, prayers, and healing. Her husband passed. He's the father of her 2 to 3 year old son. And then the day of his funeral, her brother passed. So just want to let you guys know. Please send Jami Cooke some love.
Hey, Gupta.
Gupta.
Mr. Gupta.
Yeah.
What's there to be jealous of about Scotland?
Hello. Happy day ending in a Y. Hello, Claudine. It's the Mushroom Lady in the house. Did anybody see the next thing we have? We have today's question. What was today's question?
You wrote it down better than I said it. So go ahead.
What was your most profound lesson learned this
What's the
lifetime?
biggest lesson you've ever learned in your life? Besides, don't touch a hot stove.
You said I said it better, and then you go and change.
I just
kidding.
I was editing.
Editing.
I was giving the short version.
Symbolizing.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense as to why Bonnie said she may have driven through my area. Oh, I live about an hour from Memphis. Oh, okay. So you're in Tennessee too? I always forget the one in between. Is it Jackson?
Now we've got quads.
Yeah, quads in
Jimmy Joe's.
Tennessee. Tennessee quads. Or are you on the hour from Memphis? So does it mean on the Arkansas side or the Tennessee side? Yes, I've been through there. I used to live there a while ago. We're doing good, Jimmy. How are you doing? James McMillan. Good to see you. And okay, I've got everybody on the list. I'm learning it today. Getting out of my comfort zone. I have a very intense fear of flying.
Oh, you're flying to Chicago? Isn't that where you're going?
Or was it New York? Where were you flying to?
She was going to a weird
Arkansas.
place.
Okay. Thank
Where?
you, Faith.
Arkansas.
No, Arkansas is where Faith is at. And I have to say it that way because I lived in Kansas. I'm just saying.
But Jess is heading for someplace.
Yes, I know. Well, Faith and Love piped in here. I wanted to acknowledge her. So where are you going, Jess? I always think it was Minnesota or something.
I thought it was Chicago.
Michigan. Something cold.
Something contrary to Arkansas or to Tennessee.
Or was it Joyzy? Because doesn't she have a Joyzy and Tennessee accent?
She has ties there.
Yeah.
Michigan. Okay.
I know it was one of those. I got Michigan. It was cold. I knew it was cold. Because that's in the land of Mr. Lewis. Mr. Lewis Black is in Michigan.
Okay, who's got some questions they want to know?
Or what was your most profound lesson learned in this lifetime?
Lesson learned.
Or
there are so many.
Flying is safer than automobiles. Yes. Hi, Edward. Hello. He's on yours. Okay. That's a reminder to you, Jess. You'll be fine.
Edwards is a new face, isn't he?
No, he isn't. You know him. You're the one who introduced me
that
to him.
Edward. Okay.
Yeah,
No,
that
I
Edward.
never knew his last name. Okay.
It wasn't that last name. It was a different last name. Last time, a year ago, he had a different last name on there. Okay, I've learned to appreciate the time you have with others. Yes. Yes. Hello, Kevin. Thank you, Darian. Darian was the first one to pop up with the question, and he was the first one in today. Memories are worth more than material things. Yes. And even though I love pictures from the memories, they're not even that important.
It's all stuff.
Yeah, it's all.
I had to deal with my dad's stuff last weekend, and you learn how much stuff there is. It's just stuff. Not so much a question as, well, yeah, the question would be.
What's the question? The question was, what's your most profound lesson learned?
Good morning, Melissa.
But
Mr. Kevin is in.
Melissa, I got to get that person. James, you're on the list. If I say your name, you are on the list, just so you know. And yes, we do see Kevin. Now, I feel like the romper room lady.
These people don't even know what romper room was.
Excuse
How many
me.
of you know what romper?
Michelle, Kevin, not Michelle, sorry. Scooter Pam, Kevin, they should know what it is, but I don't know. I just know that.
Give us a thumbs up if you know what romper room was.
If I've said your name, you are on the list. Let me say that again. If I've said your name, you are on the list. Hello, Jennifer. Jennifer. I gotta find.
I made my mother mad one morning. The romper room lady would always want the kid to bring their parent in so they could give them some advice. And I got mad at my mother for not coming in. And she got mad at me for making her.
I did say Kevin multiple times, Kevin.
Born in 83. No, you would have had to have been born in 50 to know what romper room was.
Or 60s.
Was that still going on in the 60s?
Oh, yeah. I grew up with it.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Well, you're younger than I thought. You're older than I thought. Sorry.
I like the older than I thought, but it's like, wait a minute.
Claudine is a sovereign being. And I can
can
govern.
govern
Yes,
myself.
you definitely have that trait in your personality. I know you that way.
Ooh, congratulations, Jess. Congratulations. She had her first reading. I govern myself. Yes, thank you. And I see Julie and I see Scott. Diane is also the other one that is our age. And she just said the romper room. Yes, no romper room, lady.
Lady
Never
never
said
said Kevin.
Oh, that's what you meant. She never said Kevin. Sorry about that. I guess it was too new of a name for her.
There was also Captain Kangaroo.
Well, that came after. Well, sorry. Romper Room began 1953.
Who looked that up? 53 to 94?
Thank you, Scooter Pam.
I had no idea. I thought it came and went before any of that.
And see, when I was a kid, I thought it was just in our area.
Yeah.
Because we had other shows that were just in our area.
I thought it was a local show.
Yeah. Local
Who
shows.
knew? Sort of like Barney and the Purple Dinosaur. Not that I was a big watcher of that, but anyway.
So 1, 2, 3, besides us, know about Romper Room. Yes, I am free, independent, sovereign, and whole. And I'm learning that more and more every day. Okay.
I'm so jealous. She's getting private readings.
Yes.
Yes, we know about you not having clues. You sit on the floor instead of the chairs.
She's a mom.
That's true.
I mean, when you act grandpa, you get.
I know.
So just say it. Oh, you have a clue. She does have a lot of clues.
Well, she must have a clue. She's got 3 readings here.
Free readings.
Well, she said she did her first private reading.
Yeah.
It went great. And she's got 2 more on the way.
Into their friend, and now I have another one. No, second one. Yeah.
That's fabulous, darling.
Yes, you're doing fantastic. Talk of it, but never seen it. Yeah. I don't know if YouTube has anything grounded, Scott. Oh, when she sits on the floor, she's being grounded. She's grounding herself.
True. I'm glad you put that together because I was not.
Well,
I get that. She's grounding herself.
yeah.
She has a grounding mat.
That's what he does. He does grounding mats and other things. That's how I stay grounded. Yes, LOL. I sleep on the floor too.
Well, that saves you money
Wow.
having to buy a bed.
Anything on spiritual development?
Okay.
Got the questions. Okay, let's put Mr. Darian's question
We're
back
warmed
up.
up here.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you for getting us all warmed up. Ready to go. Faith,
Darian.
you're
Ray.
next. So if you have a question, please post it.
That's interesting.
Well, Jimmy, you'll be next because you're the one who posted it.
Darian, they're showing me a seagull. I don't know what that's got to do with you.
Jonathan Livingston.
I hadn't thought of that. Seagulls flying at me, just soaring. I'm hearing the word soaring. It's not flapping its wings. You know how they just glide in the sea breeze? And it's looking down. What would this have to do? I love these challenges. Oh, they're saying you're flying high. So are you having a good day or what? You're flying high. I want to go with, so you've got a vision of something you want to get involved in or be part of or create. I see you being on top looking down, like from an airplane. And you're aware of the vastness of the unknowns, but you're okay with that. And they're saying continue your soaring. So are you overflying something? Are you mentally creating something or planning a new business? But the energy with you is good because you're in tune with whatever it is you're trying to accomplish.
You're working on accomplishing it. No trying.
Okay, point taken. But now he's rebutting, saying not having good days for a few days, but that's not so I'm in conflict here because everything I'm seeing and getting is good. Unless that's the point here. He's having better days than he thinks he's having.
Well, that and shake off the negativity. That's somebody else's energy, not
That's
yours.
doubt.
Doubt, yeah. And besides, there's a lot of energy going around these days. Remember, the planets
The
just
alignment's
aligned.
Saturday night. Yeah.
Well, no, actually, it was the 21st, 6 planets. The next one will be 7 planets on the
Tomorrow night.
28th. No, I thought it was the 25th.
There's something happening tomorrow.
Okay.
Whatever it
I'll
is.
figure out what's happening tomorrow. Okay.
And
Go ahead.
but I'm stuck. So now I'm hitting a brick wall,
Well,
Darian.
don't worry about what he said. What are you getting?
I'm just seeing the seagull and I'm seeing aerial view of him looking down. They're saying scan the horizon. Oh, his focus is too narrow. They want him to
Macro.
Yes.
Macro, not micro.
Okay, so here we go. Now I'm getting it. He's focused on the not having good days rather than shaking that off and proclaiming. They're using the word proclaiming his individuality. Who are you depending on? There's somebody that in your world that if they say you're doing good, you believe you're doing good. If they don't, if they negate you, then you buy into that. Flies over the ocean sea of emotions, could be seeing his feelings from higher. Yes, I agree with that, Jess. He's you're locked into what you're, rather than being appreciative of what you do have, you're focusing on what you think you don't have. You got to shift the focus.
Oh, I want to look up something. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Glad that works. So I just get a sense you're feeling sorry for yourself. And there's nothing to feel sorry about. You're only in a transitional, of course, every day is a transition from point A to point B, but they're saying lock in your feelings about responsibility. Oh, all right. Do you? It's sort of like when a woman's on the way to the hospital to have a baby, she wants somebody else to do it. She doesn't want to have it. I saw that in a movie one time.
Did you really?
Yeah, she's. It was a comedy.
Yeah.
She says, "I want somebody else to do this." So that's not accepting responsibility, or it could be fear.
It's fear. And I'm getting a lot of.
Well, unexpected is what makes it interesting, because it may not happen. So now you're getting all consumed about you're not in the moment.
And he's, kind of anxious. I'm also worried about unexpected.
Because at any given time, when a seagull is just soaring around the beach, it's just hanging out, waiting for some food to show up. But they're not worried about not finding food. They know they will. So whatever's coming next is coming. And whether you worry about it or not, you drain yourself by being consumed. I would go to the not consumed point of view. You're not the you're not the proverbial optimist.
No, he isn't. And his male energy is really gathering up in a negative entity. That's the word they gave me, in your solar plexus. So you're not believing in yourself. You're not trusting yourself. You're not trusting the process either. You're holding on to all of these negativities. Oof.
You're not giving yourself enough credit.
Yeah.
This is a very convoluted reading, but you've got a lot going on. So I want you to be the seagull, just soaring out, hanging out. Is there a opportunity in anything in most likely places? Yes. So if you're looking at things from above, things are going to pop out rather than being at ground level where you can't see anything. They're saying consider your options. You're getting consumed by, if you got too many options to deal with and you can't decide which one to, you're overthinking, go take some ashwagandha. Relax.
Have you ever had any?
Me? Yeah.
Okay.
It's supposed to settle your mind.
Did it?
No.
Does anything ever settle your mind?
I don't know. I've tried all these hacks. Yeah. Alcohol does for a little while. I don't drink.
Only wine. And I know the brand.
Once in a while. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, we have a joke on them. Okay. Yeah, what I've got is you need to pay attention to what's going on in your body, not to worry about the minuteness of everything else. Take care of you first and foremost, and then, then soar above. Man, this pain is just a lot. I'm gonna have to.
Okay, now I understand. The options are overwhelming. He's going, All right.
What's your priority? What's your passion tell you? What does your gut tell you? Again, it feels like it's way too much male energy on them.
You should buy wine.
Solar plexus. What?
He said he should buy wine. The options. Okay, you've got 10 options in front of you, let's say, and you are looking at this pool of options and you're going nuts. Narrow it down. Look at 2 at a time. Just clearly write them on paper, 2 separate sheets of paper. Weigh the options of 2 situations only. Don't try to measure all 10 of them at one time. And throw away of the 2, keep the favorable one and throw that away. Then move on to the next. It's like analyzing prom pictures or graduation pictures. Don't look at 6 pictures at one time. Just look at 2 at a time. The one that's the best jumps right out at you.
Well, what I'm seeing all of a sudden is a bracket, like a sports bracket. So you've got 2 at the top. And take those 2, which one resonates more, put it off to the win column, leave the other one behind, and do that every 2, that like he was saying, until you can narrow it down to the last 2 and find a winner. You're the winner, and then go with it. But that you've invested your time and energy in figuring out which is the top priority, and spend time with that one to see what you'll make out of it. That's what they're saying.
By being anxious, though, he's blocking the
Yeah.
solution.
He's blocking everything. But let
Make a game out of
everything
it.
go. Yeah, that's what I was. The brackets. Which one wins? Okay, this one. This one I feel is the right one for me. Okay, let's go to the next two.
Do you know how to muscle test, Darian? The reason I'm asking is muscle test each option, if you know what that's about.
And you can use pendulums. You can use my name too. Yes, Diane, I did say your name earlier.
Yes, Darian, if you got that understanding, you're right. So get out of the emotional and just apply some business sense to it.
Yeah.
Okay, if I do this, that's going to happen. So, okay, that's not a good idea.
Yeah, leave the logical mind behind and work on clearing your solar plexus, whether it's bananas, standing in the sunshine, lemons, anything yellow. Wear yellow if you like wearing yellow, but work on your solar plexus, clear them up, clear this male energy that's just accumulating. And it feels very anxious as I'm feeling it. It's just building up, and it's like there's no reason to build this up.
You know, he's
Let it
making
flow.
a choice here.
Yes.
He's choosing to be anxious.
So would you call that wounded?
That's where I was going. You're choosing to be wounded or wise, your two options. So the wounded part is the anxiety you're allowing yourself to participate in. That's your choice if you enjoy the anxiety. But the other thing is you can stand back and say, wait, I don't have to do this. You need a cat. Go pet an animal. Comfort animal. I don't know why I've seen
And they do have cat cafes, places. If you
Do they
like
really?
cats, yeah. There's one in well,
So you just hang out in a room with cats?
Dobson and Guadalupe.
I did not
Yeah,
know.
there's a cat cafe down there.
So
You
the
gonna hang
cats
out
run
with
around while you're getting coffee or something? Or?
I'm not sure how it works, but I think you buy food for the cat as well. I think you might
like
get
feeding
coffee
animals
too.
at the zoo.
Yeah, but you sit down with a cat and you can spend time with
Cool.
cats. Yeah.
And Kevin twirls his hair. Try twirling your hair.
Hello, Kelly Bailey. Welcome in. It's been a while. And I want to, a lot more people have come in. So I want to remind you that Jami Cooke, who is a listener and participant in the chats at times, her husband passed, and the day of his funeral, her brother passed. So, and she's on her way to Texas right now, Miss Pam. So I just want to let you guys know, please send her healing, love, strength, and anything in prayers. I mean, whatever you can spare. Remember, what you put out comes back to you tenfold.
Hope that helps, Darian. So play with some of that stuff.
Yeah. And thank you, Darian, for coming in. Oh, I recall it's like $19 Cat Cafe. Okay. And Diane is saying, you're talking downtown Phoenix, I think. Calm
Next.
awareness. Yes. And there's another thing that I like to use too. And my mushrooms help me calm down. But it's just capsules. I can't remember which one. I think it's the reishi, turkey tail, cordyceps.
Lion's mane, all that stuff.
Lion's mane is great for cognitive abilities, and it keeps me off of sugar.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anxiety can be calmed by awareness. The trick is, though, to come up with the awareness.
Yes, Phoenix. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for coming in, Darian. Let's see. I know I said two people were next. So I've got Jimmy, and who else had a question in first? Oh, actually, Faith and Love is next, and then will be Jimmy, because she was the next one to pop up a question. So this is Faith and Love. Okay, get rid of that. Anxiety has been a lot for me lately.
Okay, what are you anxious about?
Everybody with anxiety today. I'll be back.
This
You're running the show. I'll be right back.
I don't know if I can do this or not.
Don't scare him, please.
Yeah.
I want him to hear what I got.
They're saying, don't scare me. I'll try not to get anxious about this. Oh my God. Okay, faith and love on what I need to know about what I'm currently going through. Well, the first thing I want you to understand, you're not alone. And if I've learned nothing else over the last 2 years, any angst I've been involved in, there's 10 people in angst situations 10 times worse than me. So I'm going to be thankful for what I've got. It's my new prayer. Thank you, God, for giving me all the crazy people in my life, because that way I know how well I'm doing. So the anxious is worrying about the future, and depression is worrying about the past. So what part of your future are you worrying about is what I've got to ask. And they're telling me to remind you it's non-existent, because you're right here with us right now. The future is miles away, and you're worrying about something that may not happen, which is draining you energetically. Do you have a specific thing you're anxious about, or is it just anxiety in general? Never alone because where are you? Exactly. There's a verse in a song like that. Billy Joel. You wake up with yourself every morning, no matter where you go. So what you're going through, let me back up to that one. It's interesting. I use the word backup, and I'm seeing the back end of a car, and I'm seeing the trunk of a car. I'm also getting the feeling that you want to run. And I see you're looking back at your house. You got bags on your shoulder. You're getting ready to throw the bags in the car, but they're telling me to tell you running will not solve anything. So I don't want you to do that. So go back in the house, put your clothes back in the dresser, and take a deep breath. Oh, you know what I want to do? I want to remind you guys something I heard Louise Hay say the other day. Just say this 400 times a day. I approve of myself. And she had a point. Whenever you're worrying about a problem, you probably think about it at least 400 times a day. Or if you're, let's say, breakup emotional situation, whatever it is, because you're beating yourself up on some level, that's what it is with you. What are you beating yourself up about? You did something and you've got regrets, or you think you should have done something differently than you did. The problem with that is you did the best you knew how to do at a given point in time. And all it is was just it's like the baby learning to step. He took the first step and he fell, but he didn't cry. He got back up and took another step until he got it figured out. Any of this making sense? I need feedback at the grocery store. What is so scary, Jess, about the grocery store? You must be in the freezer compartment.
She's in the grocery store right now.
Okay, faith and love, future. Okay, well, the future. Excuse me.
Ouch.
Relationships. Oh my gosh, where do you start on that? Which one do we want to focus on? Relationship, future. They're saying don't worry about the future. It will unfold. You just keep taking steps there. You can't plan that because it'll never go the way you think it's going to.
Well, I don't know how many times we have to say these same things over again.
Oh, you got to just say.
No, what I'm saying is how to get rid of fear. What's the first thing to do to get rid of fear?
You come back to the moment.
Well, that here and now is good. But when you have unconditional love for yourself, there's no room for fear.
And that's when I was saying the Louise Hay thing about saying, I approve of myself.
Yeah.
If you say it 400 times a day, you're reprogramming yourself and you're knocking out that negative aspect.
I am.
Hello, A5.
Look around your surroundings and 5 things you see, 5 things you feel.
Okay, I got the running part because I saw you
hear.
packing your bags and trying to run out of town. Okay, what's your number one priority? Do you have kids? Do you have a house? Do you have a husband? Do you have a family? What's the most important to you right here, right now? You know, and if you ever watch the old episodes of MASH in the beginning, all the wounded are coming in. The doctor's job is to deal with the one that's the biggest problem at the moment. The guy who's bleeding the most gets the most attention. So what in your world needs the most attention right now? You got money for the mortgage? Have you got food on the table? Is the rent paid? Are the bills paid? Is anybody dying? These are all things to be grateful about, because some people don't have food on their table.
Shrimp and broccoli and rice for a fast food Friday. And it sounds healthy, but it does not sound.
I want her to take a deep breath and just know this is going to be all right. Where are your toes? Okay, so let's get some detail here. You want to be a wife and mom. Are you neither? Because you want to be a wife and mom, you want to be a wife to somebody that meets your needs, and I don't think that's happening. I'm hearing the word discord, and I'm hearing the word not healthy. Oh, you're getting beat up, kiddo. A lot of wrong words being thrown your way.
Don't choose it. Don't accept it. I agree with you, Kevin. I'm practicing gratitude.
And that's the beginning. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm practicing good. Okay, say, I'm grateful. I approve of myself. I'm grateful.
For myself.
Okay.
I'm grateful for.
You're neither. Well, here's what they're giving me to give you. Whatever road you're on in terms of trying to accomplish that goal you just mentioned, you're on the wrong road, and I'm going to say it's the wrong partner or wrong anticipated partner. They're saying, you know what they just said? They said you got to take a step back and look at yourself, my dear. What are you drawing in and why? And you're trying too hard, and you're fearful that it's not going to work, which is not true. Well, okay, then I'd say move on, because you can't love that out of him.
Nope.
It won't be a thing you can do to help him on that. Not a thing. He's got to want to work on it. He's got to want to acknowledge it. He's got to want to acknowledge it.
Well, she said the trauma he's been through. Right.
But she can't fix him.
No.
And if you think loving him is going to make it better, that ain't going to be the case, because that's between him and his trauma. And all you're going to do is wear yourself out if he doesn't want to be part of the solution. I'm just being practical here, kiddo.
Yeah. And I'm feeling vibrations are different. But just like us, you put yourself second, and you've got to put yourself first right now.
Okay, so here's what she's doing. And you know this too. What are you in love with? Because you're dealing with a delusion or an illusion of what you think this is going to be like. So you're grieving the loss of an anticipated future that I'm going to tell you ain't going to turn out the way you think it's going to. Slow and painful, yes. Do you want to be part of that ride?
It's what you said many times. You're in love with the fantasy.
Yeah. That's one of my lessons this year.
That was last year.
No,
you learned it last year.
That's it's a carryover. It being reinforced.
No, you're just embracing it this year.
Oh, I'm very conscious of it. Extremely conscious of it.
It's like one step forward, two steps back. Yeah. It's almost a roller coaster ride for you. That's what I'm getting. I'm seeing a roller coaster.
And the other thing is fear of loss. Now you're in a vacuum. You're grieving. What am I going to do next? This isn't going to happen again, blah, blah. None of that is true. This is a moment where you have to pull up your big girl pants, as they say, or big boy pants if it were a male situation, and know that you're going to be okay. This guy's journey is his journey. You can make it yours if you want to, but I believe in the easy button. Easy, push the button, and you want somebody that can meet your needs. You can meet theirs. You work mutually together, and you travel on down the road. I don't. They're saying they don't want you to be Nurse Kelly. I'm just giving you what I got. So
I know I've heard that before, but I can't remember.
Nurse Kelly. My heart goes with you, my
Yeah.
dear.
And all I can say is take care of yourself first. Right
Yeah, you
now.
got to stand. They're saying you got to step back and take a good look at this thing.
Yeah.
It's not what you think you want. And no harm, no foul to him. And bless your heart for being. But you're taking a beating here, I think.
Yeah. And
It's
one of the prescriptions is going across the street. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Watch Frozen.
yes. Jess just said it. Connection, not attachment.
Yeah.
And people come into our lives for different reasons. Maybe he's showing you he's showing you what you don't want. And when you know what you don't want, you know what you do want. It's that contrast thing. He's a gift. Look for the gift in one way or the other and say, but I see you standing up much stronger and taller than him in terms of a stature way. You've got the strength. You don't want somebody hanging on to you for your strength. I'd rather meet somebody in the middle at the same level.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And I can't imagine I forgot.
Okay, there you are. There's that illusion.
Yep.
There's that delusion.
And keep him as your best friend. But
This is a decision you got to make. We're
Yeah.
just throwing out
suggestions.
yes, things to consider.
Advice. Yeah.
When you've had enough, you'll know what to do.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Victor. And it's about you, dear. You are most important. And I know that, believe me, I've had a very long relationship. I have no resentment, no regrets now. But at the time, watching him deal with his addictions and his traumas and trying to drag me into all of them, that's when I said, no, you want to be an addict, go be an addict. Just don't.
Here's
Say
another
that.
thing. She is delaying his progress by
Yes. Coddling.
yes. If you keep hanging on to him when he needs to be held on to, according to him, you're delaying his growth because you're numbing out his having to deal with his own situation. So in the sense that you pull back, you become strong, tell him to, figure this out himself. And I'm being rather blunt here. You're holding him back from his time spent in the analyzation chair, shall we say, or his chance to elevate himself with his own energies.
Yeah.
Well, see, you've both attracted each other at the same level. So, but you're pulling out of him.
Yeah. Your vibrational and energy level is increasing.
And so he's pulling strength from you, but that's draining you.
Oh, thanks. Reminding me to pull this up. And this is not to harm him. It's saying these things is not to harm anybody else. It is to bring things back to you. Okay, let me pull that up. I call back my power, energy, and magic from all corners, people, places, and situations that have been draining, siphoning, or stealing from me, consciously or subconsciously, intentionally or unintentionally, from all realms, worlds, and directions of time. I am safe, sovereign, and protected. So shall it be. There's another one that I pull up. Let's see, this is the right one. No, that's not the right one. This one is. Nope, that's not it either. Where did the spellbreaker prayer? There it goes. I revoke access to all entities and their strings that cause harm to me. I rebuke all energies that keep me from my blessings. May my guides remove any spells cast against me, block any ill intentions coming for me, and protect me fiercely. No spell shall prosper against me. I recall my energy. I reclaim my power. I rejuvenate my magic. None of their fear, projectors, or energy can live within me. Their prayers against me fall upon deaf ears. May the divine hold and protect me. Remove all ill will that is shackled to my spirit and set me free. As I will, so mote it be. Okay. I hope you took pictures of that. Those are to help you to say in the morning and at night. And it does make a difference when you do believe, when you say it, when you believe it. Okay. Man in the mirror. Yep. Victor, the man in the mirror.
Not to walk away from her, but
yeah,
we hope that helps you, kiddo.
Yeah. And this is for you as well, because this is the man in the mirror, and Victor would. That's from Michael Jackson. For those of you who aren't aware, I know the other day I read, who's that from? Yeah, it's Michael Jackson.
But they're saying self-analyzation for her. You've got to process some of what we said today. Take another look.
Please rewatch this, Faith and Love, because one, you can take pictures, screenshots of those prayers. Two, some of the things you might have missed, and people in the chat you might have missed as well. So, of course, my screen froze on the last one. Okay. If you need it later, I will post it later. Katira. All right. Let's see. And I probably shouldn't have read for Faith and Love because I think she got a reading this week.
How
anyway,
rude.
I know. Anyway, we love you. Take care of yourself. I think it was a different reason that she said, yes, Gupta, if we say your name, you're on the list. Okay.
Ooh, you're seeing orbs.
You seeing orbs?
Justice seeing orbs.
Oh, good. Do you take pictures?
Take pictures with your phone. See if they show up in your phone.
Yeah. Because Miss Sarah Lyle, who is on our psychic squad, she can give you the information you need from those. Says he loves me. Well, I'm glad he loves you.
Distinguish between love and need.
Yeah.
And love covers a big category.
Does he have unconditional love for you?
And is there mutual support? Is there mutual interaction? Is there mutual respect? Is there da-da-da-da-da? Yeah. As opposed to just attraction and somebody to
take care of him.
Warm up the sheets, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe that he does, but I know my ex loves me, but...
You guys are doing the best you know how to do. We're just trying to give you some pictures from a different vantage point.
And Jimmy, are you still here, Jimmy? Feeling some spirit standing beside Julian Scott. Oh, who is it?
That?
Who is it?
Are they over here?
Did Tommy or Kevin come in because Jami, or what do we got?
So Jimmy Joe, is that what we're playing with?
Yeah. Jimmy Joe's.
Jimmy Joe's makes me think of submarine sandwiches. Yeah. There's somebody around here that, what's the name of that sub shop? Jimmy Joe's. It's a sub shop. Anyway, Jimmy Joe's.
Oh, thank you for that, KK.
I'm hearing the words long and skinny.
And KK made it to class on Tuesday. Thank you, KK. And Pam Shore made it to class on Tuesday. Where were you? Oh, yeah.
I was in California.
You were in California.
Actually, I was on the way back from California.
Yeah, well, you weren't going to get online for that. I have had 2 readings that mentioned snakes in the grass and black magic. Whoa. Okay, we'll get
Jimmy
to that
John's.
later.
That's it. You're right. That's the sub shop.
So,
okay.
Jimmy, are you still here? If not, we are going to move on. And let's see, who are we moving to? One, it was wonderful.
Was KK there Tuesday night? She seems to have had a good time.
Yeah. And she got to meet Amber. There's
Jimmy is here. Jimmy. All right, so
spiritual development.
Or first of all, they're saying take your time. Don't expect this to all happen overnight. And they're saying don't get your feathers ruffled about non-compliance. Where I want to go with that is if you try something and it's not working, don't get beat up and don't beat yourself up and don't feel discouraged. It's like a baby learning to walk. But they're saying dip your tool in the pond. You have many talents.
Dip your what in the pond?
Toe in the pond,
It sounded like you said tool.
Oh.
And I'm going, what?
Well, you dip that in there too if you want.
Toe. I like toe, but it's like, what did he say? Okay.
But they're saying you're beginning a long journey. So what I'm getting at sounds like you're opening up and you're beginning to explore and you're beginning to question. And would there be any chance you've got a strong religious background that was hammered into you in some sense and it was not resonating with you? Just a thought. You're looking other ways, they're saying.
I'm feeling cheese stick. Okay. Can for Jimmy as well. I'm not sure what you meant by as well, but letters was R&T. So I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Oh, Jimmy's.
Mr. Victor.
He thought my remark about dipping the tool in the pond was funny, apparently. He's the only one that laughed, though.
Jimmy did.
I only do that if it helps me get in tune. To what?
Dip his toe in the water.
Oh.
I can't remember your zodiac sign, but are you a water sign? Pisces, Scorpio, or
mostly
Cancer?
What I'm getting is do what you're doing and stay on track if you're committed to it.
Did have that upbringing, but never did resonate.
Okay, that's
what upbringing?
Yeah, I get the sense you're looking another way. So they're saying let your nose be your guide, but you've got very curious energy about this stuff, so stay on track. And but they're showing me tarot cards and all kinds of stuff. So I mean, there's a plethora of this stuff to start looking at, whatever you're drawn to.
Jimmy, where are you at? Are you in this country or are you UK? Where are you at? Because there's this thing called Psychic Squad, Tuesday night class.
He's Leo.
Oh, okay. He's Leo. Yay! Fire. You got water somewhere in your chart. Because me, I'd rather do a fire or because I have a lot of earth placement in my chart. I work with the. Are you still not? I think you look.
I don't want it to catch on fire.
No, I agree.
That's what I was checking.
It's not smoking yet. You're good.
No smell.
Did you smell anything?
No.
Okay, good.
Being proactive. He's okay. We can speak American to him. Okay.
So basically what I'm saying, between 6 and 8 p.m. Tuesday evenings, come join us on the Psychic Squad. You'll be able to work with your gifts, develop your gifts, find your gifts there. And
newbies welcome.
Yes.
Walk-ins welcome.
And well, you have to have a code. I mean, you have to have a link to get in. Not the code, but the link. So Jess has been there, KK, Bonnie. I think Victor's tried once, but it's very early in the morning for him, so that's a no-go. Yeah, so anybody who wants to join us, please email Don at advice@sonoranmystictarot.com. And, oh yeah, I did turn that off. I'm just going to put that up real quick, so please get that because I'm going to put our stuff back in.
Eastern time?
Mountain Standard Time, 6 to 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
Okay, so basically this is upbeat for you, Jimmy. Just your doors are opening and they're saying take the train if you want to. It's pulling out. I have emailed, but no luck, LOL.
I haven't seen your email. I looked, and I thought you were going to do it at Tuesday because I got KK and Pam Shore Tuesday that they sent me an email. So I didn't see your email Tuesday. I don't know which email you sent it to, but I was on my Gmail account to check on that. So I'll check again, Kevin, to see if I can find you. Okay.
So go be happy, Jimmy. We'll see you when we see you.
Yes. Okay, and then all right. Oh, I don't know if this is them or me, but it's bothered. Let it go. Let it go. Okay. Who's next? Good question. Gandalf would like a message. Would love a message. Gandalf, are you still here? have to be more in balance with yourself and add that self-love. Yes, self-love is very important. I cannot stress that enough, guys. What?
They just show me him hugging himself.
What, Gandalf or Jimmy?
Gandalf.
Okay,
You're welcome, James.
Jimmy.
But it's that self-love thing.
Yeah.
They're saying you're not ready for love until you love yourself. And on and on and on and on. And I'm not making fun of you. We hear that so much.
Or he hears that from me out of my mouth constantly.
A lot. Yeah. But what I'm getting for you is, and they're just reiterating, when you're in a tone of self-love, you're going to draw that energy to you. When you're alone in a tone of anxiety or neediness, that's the level that you draw at you. You don't want that stuff. It's a lot of work. And all it does is teach you more lessons unless you're short on lessons. They're saying be complete and secure first. Then you'll draw somebody in that will complement that energy. Not my words, but that's what they're giving me for you. I don't know if that's the bell you wanted to hear ring.
And Gandalf, not love, just general. Yes, but that's what came up for him. Would love a reading, not love, just general. But you got what he was told.
It's still, they're saying you're evolving. You're finding out who you are, but you're very independent. But they're saying keep polishing that and let it create a brighter shine. You're working on that. I get that. And they're saying you're on the right track, but they're saying keep your eyes open. Don't let those around you create self-doubt. In other words, if somebody criticizes or gives you an opinion that you should be doing something differently, I would not go with what they're saying. Go with what feels right for you and just stand your ground. Go, wait a minute.
Yeah. And just a second.
Hope that resonates.
Okay, the first people we're reading are the ones who given this question. Yes, everybody's on the list. If I've said your name, however, those, and I want to say hello to Bello before we go on because you're on the list too. Like a reading, you will be penned in the order you have come in. They're penned in the order they've come in, but if they haven't given me a question, then I don't call them first. We answer the questions first and then check on those who were in here for a while. Ooh, I got to keep on this. Okay, the message that I've received and that I'm told to give to everyone is, the message is that, or the meaning of, self-unconditional love is you sharing in and embracing God or Creator's love for you. You are made of love, and that's the love that you share with the Creator. So it's up to you to really embrace that love. And once you do, so many good things are going to come to you. Okay. And
you're doing okay. Just keep doing what you're doing. You're getting there.
But know yourself better by loving yourself first. Okay. Okay. Wow. I don't know what this pain is about. Let it go. Okay, that's that. Okay. Katira, I did read you on Wednesday. So if you have anything for, that's fine. Otherwise.
I just heard be patient. Is there any way I could ask for some clarity or direction when it comes? Okay, I'm hearing set intention. You're convoluted on what you want to do. So the universe doesn't know which way to send you is what I think I'm getting. But you're not doing what you like to do. What do you like to do the most? There's a phrase I picked up one time, do what you love and the money will follow. I think you're in that mode of doing what you would pursue first out of responsibility, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if you can do what you're doing and then do what you love on the side, and then at some point transition. When it comes to work or job, do you have options with other work? Because now it's a matter of processing the options, weighing. Oh, I'm also hearing it's also having the courage to take the steps you need to do to make that other thing materialize.
Oh, did you see what?
Didn't we? There was somebody else that was in that situation. They'd rather be working with animals. The
This might be her.
The healthcare is draining her.
Yeah.
Can you become a veterinarian's assistant? I don't know how any of that stuff works. You could certainly do it part-time.
While you're learning about animals.
Yeah, but if you did the animal thing part-time, that would help you deal with what's paying the bills. You don't, it would bolster you, I'm hearing, energetically. The animals feed you much more than humans do. What was that?
Yes. Pam.
Oh.
Yes. That's a Pam thing too.
So if that
She
makes
needs
sense,
animals.
I hope it helps you. It gets some clarity on what, for instance, I know a guy that wants to be a plumber. So he's learning plumbing, but his real passion is soccer. He's a soccer coach on the side. And I was thinking about him this morning. You just bring up the word soccer. That's all he talks about. And he goes nuts. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, you're in the wrong world if you like soccer that much. What are you doing hanging out in the plumbing world?
Well,
of course, you can do both.
I was going to say, learning trades is important for some people, even if you love soccer. I mean, for some reason, Jimmy Carter came up. He was a peanut farmer, became president, a few other things, I think. But what I'm getting at is he did Habitat for Humanity and learned all the trades at building houses. So then he helped so many other people by doing that.
By knowing the trades, yeah.
Yeah. But learning the trades is important. And if he feels drawn to learn a trade, it doesn't mean it's going to be his vocation. It just means something he can fall back on.
That could be too. You don't know where life's going to lead you.
Yeah. And foster animals as well.
But I'd at least, if you're serious about the animal thing, there ought to be a million places you could lend a hand at or be part of or participate in or work for, that kind of a thing too.
Yeah. No kill shelters. Anybody wants volunteers, but learn while you're doing it.
They're saying don't leave it on the back burner.
Yeah.
Not my words.
In other words, make it part of your life right now. Don't keep thinking, I would love to do that.
Someday.
I am doing that. I am doing it. Even if it's, like you said, part-time, volunteer, but get your foot in the door.
Feed your neighbor's animal. Something. Come clean my chicken coop. Whatever you want to do.
Okay. I hope that helps you. Ooh, and yes, KK is great with animals too. We'd love to see her do the horse healing is what we'd like to see you do.
They're saying that there's one opportunity standing right in front of you at the moment, and I've got a lot of bright light around it. I have no idea which to tell you it is, but there's something on your horizon at the moment you might take a second look at.
Yeah.
Oh, they said you'll know what it is by Friday.
This is Friday.
I was wondering if it means next Friday.
I'm hearing next.
Yeah, next Friday. So
give it a week, but keep your eyes open.
There's something on your front doorstep. She is feeding her animals neighbors now.
How'd you know that?
I don't know. My chickens are next. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's see what I got here. Who is next? Okay. Diane. And again, I'm going in the order of the questions. And then I'll go back to the top for those who did not put a question in yet.
Diane.
Diane is here. Diane is in Arizona.
I like your energy, Diane. You strike me as being grounded, and the image I see is you standing tall. You've got great stature, and I think people enjoy your groundedness. You radiate some confidence and surety that others enjoy, I think. That's my perception of what I'm getting. And they're saying, keep up the good work on that. But you doubt yourself a lot in spite of all these other qualities people see in you. You don't see them. They're saying, relish your gifts. I want you to do that approval thing that Louise Hayes said. I approve of myself. I approve of myself. You don't realize how much good you're doing when you're with other people. I think you've got insight. I think people come to you for advice or your take on things or your opinion. Those are all valuable clarity traits to have, but you don't appreciate them. You think you're just sort of dragging your feet along, but you're doing more good than you recognize, is what they just said. So I want to leave you there with that, and I want you to go back to the I approve of myself chant 400 times a day is all you need to do for a week. That'll also take your mind off of issues that you shouldn't be worrying about. So reprogram that brain, kiddo. You're doing a good job.
Reprogram. Ooh. Okay.
You aching or burning on fire
aching.
Or what? What's happened? Like stomach?
It's from here. I don't know if it's somebody in here.
Is somebody doing yoga out there?
It's not yoga. It's something. I don't know what it is, but yeah, it's not pleasant. I keep checking on myself to see. And I was just listening to the chakras about this, and now all of a sudden I get pain, and there's a little warmth in there too. The warmth part is good, so I know my healing is working. Okay, Diane, what's the place? Highest and greatest good. Thank you. The word they gave to me for you, Diane, is stamina. You need to work on your stamina. You're getting tired when there's no reason to be tired. This is what they're telling me. Energy flows, energy goes. Pull in the energy you need, not other people's energy, the energy that surrounds you. Oh, and call back your energy, just like I showed earlier. Call back your energy, your power, and your magic from everyone else who's been siphoning, draining, borrowing, and stealing from you. Bring it all back, because it's very important that you bring your energy back to you and give anybody else's energy that somehow has come to you, put its hooks in you, release that energy as it no longer serves you, and send it back with blessings and love. I needed to say that because I needed to do that. So, but it is meant for you too, Diane, because it's very important that you take care of your energy, bringing back when you start feeling depleted, and use what other energy from the air, land.
Somebody has a herniated disc.
Yeah. I'm hoping
on
that's
her
what
left
I'm
side,
feeling.
lower back, down through my hip.
Who was that?
KK.
Yeah, okay. I don't feel it my left side. I feel it from my right side, but it's exactly there. And the other thing is it has to do with male energy. Have you spent the time you need to with the horses today? And if not, please go spend a little bit more time. Is there a male horse or female horse? She needs to see. Both. So your most intuitive horses, KK, for you. Oh.
You could reverse that somehow, the hospital thing. I'm sorry, who who's,
what's the hospital thing? Where are we at?
I'm sorry, I jumped gun here. I'm on Katrina. She came in.
You mean
you were dealing with KK, and I saw the K, and my brain slipped.
Katira?
Katira, yep.
Okay. All right. KK, anything else? Not yet. I'm about to go out. Okay. Spend some extra time with two of the horses. They're a male and a female. They're very intuitive. And they know you very well. The owls were great. I love you saying that because I love owls. I do ask that Michael Gabriel be with me today. Oh, yes. And Gabriel's here, so is Michael. Raphael. Jeshua too. Anyway. Let this go. Okay. And who else we got? Yeah. Well, don't let it kill your spirit. Strengthen your spirit. Strengthen your soul. Love yourself enough that nothing comes to you. As I'm got anger, not anger, but
that's that I approve of myself thing.
Yeah, approve yourself. Which two you're talking about? My dirty and my chica. Ah. A horse named Dirty and a horse named Chica. Okay, thank you.
I hope that helped Miss Diane.
Yeah, I hope that helps you, Diane. Take care of you.
Yeah.
And
you're way stronger than you give yourself credit for.
Yeah. And work at your stamina by increments. Don't expect to run a marathon today. If you increase by a mile each day, then that would be 26 days. I'm just saying.
But Diane, you don't have a cheerleader, so
you are your best cheerleader.
You got to be your own cheerleader, and you got us. Go, girl, go.
And your guides, all that good stuff. Okay, thank you. Okay. All right, let me go through this and see who's next. Kelly Bailey. Kelly Bailey is next. And then I've got Kevin, Bello, and James in that order. Yeah, we should be able to get through those.
I'm getting a picture of a small dog with her.
She's here.
Kelly Bailey.
No, if there are any messages for me from my high school.
They're showing me stars. What's that phrase? Reach for the stars. And if you hit, how's that thing go?
I know.
You're supposed to reach for the stars, and if you miss and hit the mud, at least you were trying to reach something like that. Does anybody remember that one? Help me out here.
Pam? Pam's good for that.
Jess is usually the one that comes up with them, or Kevin.
Well, those are the younger ones. But if it's an older saying, then Pam is the one to go to. And Diane's pretty good at that too. Just saying.
They're saying you're afraid to be... What I'm hearing, Kelly, is they are saying you are afraid to reach out. And now I want to go to a merry-go-round with a golden ring. You know, you're sitting on the horse on the merry-go-round, and you're supposed to grab the golden ring as you're spinning around, but you still got to reach out and grab it as you're going by. You're not sticking your hand out to reach for what it is you want to go after. You see it, you think about it a little bit, but I'm hearing that you think about it in small ways. And you don't feel that you're deserving. And I would disagree with all of that. You just haven't given yourself the permission. We're giving you the permission. Go, go, go. About
moving to a new place. Are you projecting, Victor? Just kidding. Hello, Lewis. Now I'm starting to get warm.
They're time I just want to know there were a message from you. So I guess the message is reach for that golden ring, my dear. And if you miss it the first time, reach for it the second time on the next go around. There's something you really want to do. But is it fear or is it being shy? Either way, you've got to have the courage to bolster the. What's the worst thing that can happen if you go after this thing?
Oh, cool. She wants to move and move to a new place. And
Right.
I'm feeling very warm right now.
Yeah.
I think it's
Does she want to go to Florida?
no, it's spirits surrounding her. Spirits surrounding her. Male and female side, mainly on the female side. So that means mother's side, the family. There's a few on the on your father's side. They're much older. So you might not have met them. You might have. I'm not sure. But they're encouraging you to go for the brass ring.
There it is, something like that. Shoot for the moon and you just may reach the stars.
Yes.
If you aim for the mud, you'll hit it. But at least aim for the moon, you might not hit it. Something.
My mom. I've been scared. I'm in Florida. My mom. Oh.
Her mom must.
I don't know if it's your mom on this side, but there's more than one on the female side, on your mom's side. My dad passed away a few months ago. And he's near your ear. He's trying to give you a message. Warmth, warmth, warmth. Wow. Yeah, there is a message.
This is, Kelly.
What?
This is still for Kelly.
Yeah.
Well, I'm torn because if dad just passed, if you're near your mom, you might want to hang out there for a while because she's going through a lot probably. And then there's an adjustment that has to take place. If you move now, it'd be too soon, is what I want to get, wherever you are. There's things that need to be tended to, and don't move out of wanting to run away from the situation. Move to better yourself, they're saying.
Okay. No, I'm feeling it on your. There's a lot more on your mother's side of the family, and they're close to you. But the one that I'm feeling on your father's side of the family, it's way up there. So that means ancient or older, a lot older than you. Your father is by your ear. He's trying to get you messages.
She's scared. I'm in Florida.
Your mom passed too. Okay, yeah, that's why there's a lot on that side. And how long ago did she pass?
Okay, so mom's not there either.
No.
Oh, so she's alone in Florida.
Yeah. Is that why you're afraid? You don't need, this is you now. You are worthy. You are enough. What was the other one that you were saying, Louis Hayes?
Oh, I approve of myself.
Yeah, I approve of myself. And I know a lot of people are experiencing loss, not loss, but people passing. Remember, they're still with you. They might have a time of transition before they are able to truly embrace their new role in your life. But 28 years ago, I was pregnant. Oh, wow. Okay, that's why there's so many. She passed. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, so let's take mom out of the equation. Let's get down to you.
2 adult sons with me.
And,
Oh, okay. She has 2 sons with her in Florida.
Okay, so now I want to take mom and dad out of the equation. It's about her.
Mm-hmm.
And they're saying you need to take some bold steps. I think you know what they are, but it's you're at the edge of that diving board and afraid to jump,
Yeah.
They're saying They're saying, they're showing me a picture of you standing on the diving board, holding your nose and just jumping in the pool. They're saying just have the courage to take the first step. It's when you, once you take the first step, the second step's easier. So whatever you're holding back on, you're wasting time, my dear. You're wasting time. There's something about the sons are in on this deal too. Are you starting a family business, or are you wanting to? Your sons are behind you. Connection-wise, I get the sense that you guys are all very close, and they're supportive of you. It's not like you have the disgruntled teenagers, or, well, 28 years ago, they're not teenagers anymore. Your sons are cheerleading for you. I don't think I sense a sense of closeness with you all. So that's all good. And they'll support you in whatever you want to do. Good morning, Ms. Cat Camp.
Miss Cat. Yeah. And like I said about the energies surrounding you, they just want you to know that they're there and utilize them when they want. But they're with Scott as far as you need to be you and be the person. Create the life you want to create.
Mama
right
Bear. Okay, Mama Bear, pack them up. Load up what's that? Remember the Beverly Hillbillies? They had the old car and they're moving to Beverly Hills from the hills of Kentucky.
Put Granny in
but they had everything stacked on the back of the old car. So that's
the old truck, the old truck, the farm truck, and Granny had her rocking chair in the back.
Yeah, she was under protest. So, but nobody's under protest. I think they'll help you pack the car.
Yeah, it's a rental home instead of apartment. Yes. And from what I hear, Florida is one of the best places to buy homes because their prices aren't as high as California or a few other places.
I like that, KK. When you take the step the way it appears, yeah. I like all of that.
Hi, Dr. Priya.
We can sure put you on the list, see how we do here.
Yeah, not sure if we're going to get to you. Okay.
Hope that helps. Go, kid. Pack up your bags. Get going.
Let the guys do the packing for you. Just pack your stuff, but having them do most of the work.
Travel light, they said.
Only take what you need. That's what I heard
That
just
same
as
thing.
you were saying that. Only take what you need, sell the rest. Okay. Let's see. Mr. Kevin. Then Bello and James.
Why are we giving Kevin a reading?
Because he says, if you have an opportunity, I feel in an energy slump.
He gives them.
Though I was in hermit, but now I'm realizing I really am in a deep hermit thing. So what's my boggle this time? Capricorn, and only if you have time.
They're saying you're deluding yourself. What are you deluding yourself about? You've got it better than you think you do. And here again, these slumps are a choice. You can stay slumped or you can stand up straight. So what are you choosing, my friend? I'm thinking, deleting. You got so much going for you. But there again is that it's easy for everybody else to see it, what you don't see in yourself. It's that man in the mirror stuff, I guess. And a deep hermit thing. The hermit thing might be a cleansing of some. Okay, so I'm getting, this is going to sound weird. I made this statement to another person one time. It's lonely at the top. And my sense with you is you have a lot of clarity. You have a lot of understanding. You have a lot of ability to read the people around you. Remember my prayer earlier today? I said, my new prayer, and you can all use this. Thank you, God, for all the crazy people in my life. It lets me see how well I'm doing. And unless you just do crazy things when you get off this show that I'm totally unaware of, I get that you got yourself pulled together. I don't think you do the anxiety thing. I don't think you do the whiny thing. I don't think you do the victim thing. None of that. So what more do you want? So they're saying you don't give yourself credit. It's one of those, you're doing more good than you think you're doing. I read you as just being, what would I say, stalwart in your stature, but there again, it's lonely at the top. It's hard to find people with understanding and clarity that you've got. There's nobody to rub elbows with, but you don't want to be the smartest person in the room. If you're the smartest person in the room, that's not a good idea, because you want to be in an environment where people are making you stretch. Maybe you're just between, what should we say? They're saying you're between environments. Are you in transition somehow at work or moving or living or where you are? Or is it attitude? You're in transition something. I know what it is. You're coming into awarenesses that are shaking your world and you don't know what to do with it. And I think they are coming faster than you know how to deal with them. You didn't see this coming, and that's okay. The fun is in the confusion and the unknown. You just hate to have doubt. And doubt is only a process of analyzing options. Life is in transition. Well, all life is in transition, and I get it. But hey, be okay with it. It's like who was that gal? She's passed. She was very intuitive. I can't think of her name. But anyway, the point was that she would get messages from the other side of people who had passed, and they basically said that they could see their life. It was a big play. They could see the people in the wings. They could people on the stage, people in the audience, and they said it was so hard, but where they are now, it was so easy. But at the time, so pretend you're on a play. You can walk off stage anytime you want to. You can jump off the front of the stage. You can run into the wings. You can call for a commercial break. Oh, you're on commercial break. I'm sure that's what it is.
I'm not afraid of confusion. I work well in that.
No, there's an expectation he's got of there's something coming in it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? He's waiting for the next big
anticipation.
Yes. That's what we are. Good.
It's making me wait. It's keeping me waiting.
And it's not being happy where he is. He's not giving himself credit for where he is. And he keeps thinking, I'll be better. It's that I'll be happy when I get this. I'll be happy when I get that.
And what do you say about that? All the time you tell us.
I'm sure you'll remind me.
It's what you be grateful for what you have, not what you don't have.
Yes. Exactly. And he's okay. So that's not living in the moment. He's out there, out in the future.
Go back into the moment.
But you're having a great time right now. Just stand back, and they're showing me standing and looking in your living room. And you close the door and you think about what we've just said. And you look around your room and you say, I do have it pretty good. You just haven't come to that point yet.
And look what KK says. Transformation. You need to cocoon phase to transform into butterfly.
See, you're cocooning.
Yes. Love that. Very
well
good.
Said, KK.
Thank you. Ooh, and what do I?
Cocooning.
Yes.
I'm tired of cocooning. I want to fly.
Well, then fly.
I got this cocoon. It's too cold to come out of the cocoon.
Yes, right now it is too cold to come out of the cocoon.
As we say in Arizona, and the Minnesotans are all laughing at us.
Yes.
This is summer.
To them.
Yeah.
But to us, it's cold.
Hope that helps, Caitlin. You'll get this. I know you're getting it as we're saying it.
And even though you can tune into someone else or other people extremely well, it's harder to tune into yourself.
It's a bear.
So take time to do that every day. Take at least 5 minutes just to tune in. Be mindful of the here and now within you.
Talk to yourself like you would talk to anybody here on this site.
Yeah. Love that. I love the comedy that you bring. But you also do it in a very productive manner.
Yeah, you come on here, and sometimes it's the Kevin show.
Kevin and Jess.
Kevin and Jess show. So you're doing good. Aww, better than you think.
You're loved.
Who said that? Oh, Kevin loves me. Okay. I want Jess to love me. She never says things like that to me. It's okay, Jess. I'm teasing.
Yeah, too. Anyway, she's not here today. You can fly. You can fly.
We've been in the vortex. Oh, yeah. There's all these Peter Pan
I know
things.
there's lots.
What's that thing in
20s
Peter
and
Pan about
40s.
thoughts?
Hmm?
Happy thoughts, like Peter Pan.
He kept
You
it.
are, Kevin. You really are. Hey, life strikes. It's okay.
I am positive and loving. I am positive and loving.
And I get that
Forget the
about you.
try.
We see what you throw out here.
I know you do it, and I feel it all the time. Thank you. And something about when you said slump, and then going, I've been slumping, so now I'm working on my posture right now, and the pain is subsiding, so that's a good thing. But I know that's not the only thing going on. I don't know what it is.
Quit torturing my partner here. She's in pain, whoever you are.
Yeah, I don't know if someone here is having
16 degrees.
problems.
Where the heck is Lewis?
Michigan.
Okay. Well, they're laughing at us when we say we're cold.
Take
Quit
your
crying.
advice.
Yeah, okay.
Be happy with what you have. Hey, believe me, this time of year I might be cold, but I could put on more clothes.
I could do this year round.
Yes. And compared to 126 degrees, yeah, I'll take this any day.
Oof.
Even though I do love the heat, I would rather it be this cold right now. And we do appreciate this.
Yeah, see, we're already dreading what's coming in 3 months. I am, anyway.
I'm not dreading. I do love the sun, and I love to get out in it. But, yeah, it can be a lot nicer. And we do have a dry heat. So, was before, but I think I got some anger way under the trouble. Okay. And Scooter Pan is laughing about it all. All right. I'm not going to get into anything more because, yeah, I got to get this lump stuff. Standing tall.
Cool. No, you fit well here, Kevin. You're a good fit. Keep hanging.
Yes. And the community we appreciate you, and so does the community too. So thank you so much.
Who is this
Bello,
person?
New person.
I was going to say, I don't recognize that.
Bello, do you have, we have your question. Are you still here? And James,
I'm so confused.
And then James, you're next.
At 81 in the winter or the summer?
She keeps the thermostat, or ES keeps the thermostat at 81.
Not like now in the winter?
Yeah, I would think so. Wow. If it's in the summer, we apparently get everything in Houston. Snow, hurricanes. Yes.
Scooter Pam is in Texas?
Yeah. What'd you think she was?
I thought she was here in Arizona.
No.
Interesting.
You would have met her by now.
That's what I thought. That was making sense. Okay.
We would have made sure you met her. No, yes. We've seen the pictures, Pam, and I cannot believe New Orleans got it, and then Houston's got the snow. Wow. It's been crazy weather.
Did you say anything, are you still doing the psychic marathon on the 28th?
Yeah, I haven't mentioned it yet. On the 28th of February.
Oh, okay. Then we won't say it again.
Yet. And the market, we have a date. We haven't verified it yet, but the market is coming in April, seems to be. So hang on for that announcement as well. Okay.
So Bello is not here. Earth the Bello. Come in, Bello.
Fly. Tell me it's fun. Flying is fun. Flying is fun. You can fly. Never land. Okay, Bello is not here. Next. James, are you still here? James? Come fly with me. Yes. ES is asking about 10 inches of snow in, New Orleans got 10 feet.
Huh.
No, they got 10 feet.
I asked for an image.
Yes, because if you saw the pictures, you know it was feet, not inches. That
In New
in
Orleans?
certain places. I'm just saying certain places.
I want some of their snow.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it could have been 10 inches, but not in the areas that I saw. Anyway.
I'm sure you don't wear one of these, James, but they're showing me a top hat for in the day, which would have been early 20s, 30s, wearing a top hat.
James wearing a top hat.
For a foot. A message on highest and greatest good. But the top hat thing, and they're saying tip your hat. But what was tipping your hat? Was that an acknowledgement like hello or a courteous maneuver?
Both.
Was it a thank you? Was it a...
all of the above. But for women, it was acknowledging the woman being gentleman, being a gentleman, chivalrous.
That's it, chivalrous.
Yes.
And I'm wondering. Okay, I'm going to assume you've got another in your life, whoever they are. I won't try to guess gender. I'm going to assume female. But they're saying tip your hat to those around you. In other words, express some gratitude is where I want to go. Yes, out of respect, something like that. So there's somebody that you need to acknowledge, they're saying. Somebody's done something a lot for you, or somebody is doing a lot for you that you're not recognizing or you don't take interest in, but apparently they're doing a lot more than you realize they are. And I'm hearing condolences. That would suggest somebody's not around, but that's not, I don't think that's the case.
Oh, they're tipping their hat for the condolences. Top hat. We were talking New Orleans a little bit.
Could be.
They wear the top hats on the second line. Am I correct, Pam? I know you've been there for a second line. They wear top hats. I'm almost positive the band wears top hats when they're doing the parade. The second line does the parade.
I can see that.
Death for somebody's passing.
I just get he's not acknowledging somebody.
It was inches, but still a lot. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say the pictures I saw was more than 10 inches. But
so is that ringing a bell? Is it? I want you to survey who's in your world. I want to go female. Hats off to you. Good. But it's like I keep seeing Fred Astaire tipping his hat.
Yes.
And if we want to translate that into a physical connection now or expression or something on your part. And they're saying you've been very closed off, so you're unaware. I want you to broaden your awareness. It's not all about you. That's jumping in my head. I say that affectionately. And I see you looking down. So it's somebody less tall than you. I don't want to say. But they're just saying you need to acknowledge them. You know who it is. And if you don't now, you will. Give it some thought. Express some appreciation. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah. Hello, Bounty.
Hope that makes some sense.
Okay. James is not even replying, so we don't even know he's seen
If you got it.
Yeah.
He was here.
I thought he said he was here.
Okay, we'll move on.
Okay. I'm not even going to bother. Okay. I think Edward asked for one to go back.
She knows weird facts.
Yay.
We've got to have people like you around, Jess, or we're going to lose all the facts. So.
I have to go get the squirrel out of here first. Oop.
Edward was on, wasn't he? Or is that who you're trying to dig out?
I was trying to dig out him.
Edward, you around? Are you around? Okay.
Oh, I like that. Little nonsense now and then is relished by the wisest men. Willy Wonka.
All right. We have no Edward. Let's.
Okay. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, Dr. P. Squirrel. Yeah, hopefully I got the squirrel out of here. Well,
Do you have a particular you want to explore, or are you just looking for general sage wisdom? Squirrel.
Yeah.
Ratane. How do you pronounce it? She's
What?
Ratane, R-A-T-N-E. I just found the name interesting.
I would say Ratney, but I could be wrong too.
And Earth the Doctor Praya. Are you here?
I
Are
call
you
her
here?
Doctor. And Doctor was, she's a veterinarian.
We're all mad here. Alice
Of course.
Wonder. Yes, I agree.
We have to be.
I'd forgotten about that. Was a good movie. I like that second version.
Which is the second version?
Well, there was the original Disney cartoon.
Oh, cartoon? No. I remember.
Then there was the movie.
The life.
Yeah. She did a good job.
Okay. So Dr. P's not answering. Arctic Flux, did you have any questions? And then Bounty. Anybody have any questions? Nobody's answering.
Okay.
Okay. No questions. So
Anybody got any good jokes to tell?
Nothing wrong with being a little mad. Mad isn't crazy. Yes. Mad is angry. No.
Arctic Fox has a question.
Good. We do have delays. I have a brother who stole my other brother's wife and ended his marriage. It caused so much heartache. My little brother and my other brother's wife last.
Who stole my other brother's wife.
I know it's bad.
So one wife went from one brother to the other.
And ended the first marriage. Okay. So do all these brothers have the same initial? I for some reason, it doesn't seem like you want to put names to it. He likes it when you put names because he can
just keep people straight. But my question is, here's something you got to understand. Whoever the woman was and whoever the brothers are doesn't have anything to do with you. If I'm reading this right.
Right.
You have concerns, obviously, about the relationship, but you can't get wrapped up in it. These people are on their journey and they're dealing with whatever they're trying to create or bad karma, who knows what it is. I want you to focus on your life. And I'm going to say one other thing here. There's no such thing as good or bad. Everybody's doing the best they know how. And there are consequences to actions. That's as neutral as I can make it. So whatever the brothers have gone through with this other gal and her, everybody's learning from the situation if they're wise enough to look at it. And this looks like a big convoluted, shall I say, experience.
Nope, what?
We aren't sure what you mean by nope.
Yeah, because he asked a lot of things. So Dan stole Martin's wife.
Okay, well,
Did Dan steal Martin's wife? Or did Martin's wife go to Dan? That's my question.
So, okay, what is your concern in all of this? The reason it's not, you're right, Victor. This has nothing to do with you. I would tell you to love them all, meet them all mutually, don't take sides. If one of them needs to help fix a flat tire, go help them. If the other one needs to help fix a flat tire, go help them. Don't put any boundaries on this. The heartache is a choice. You can feel heartbroken over all of this, or you can say, well, it's their problem, not mine. Or as that saying, it's not my monkey, not my circus. So you can get consumed in it if you'd like to. I don't know how much fun that is, or you can be very neutral. It's a choice of being wounded or being wise. And that's a choice. You can get upset about it, or you can wish them all well and let them go on their way because they're going to do what they're going to do. And one other thing, your brother did not steal her because apparently she went willingly.
Exactly.
So it takes two to tango.
And that's what my thought was, is that she went to the other brother. Yes, exactly.
What was it?
Martin's wife went to Dan.
Okay,
yes. So she is the issue. She is the thorn in your family side, or the wrench in the middle of the works.
In the machine,
yeah. So you need to love your brothers equally.
They're doing what they do.
Be there for them. But as far as the woman, which one of your brothers? How many more brothers do you have? And is she going to go for who's she going to go for next?
Yes, Bounty Hunter, you're right. The woman, it sounds like she made the jump.
The woman chose, yeah. Be neutral. You're neutral, yeah.
So you've got...
Love is very important.
And who knows what the karmic play out is here? Who knows? These three may have been together in another life before, and it's in reverse. Everybody has choices. And the brother made the choice to take her in. And so this wasn't done. There was no accident in this one, I don't think.
No. And we do believe that they signed a contract and they signed up for this. But can you tell us about your story?
Which one? I have many.
Your brother in another life.
Oh, I'll give you this one. During some capsulated past life regression training I took for a week years ago. Long story short, in the exercise, working with a partner, I realized my brother he was jealous. I was a female and I was married to the head guy of the Indian tribe. My brother was jealous of me being married to him because he wanted me. So he lied to my husband and said I had cheated on him, and my husband threw me out into the woods. The basis being that explains a lot about my brother's relationship with me now. But who knows what karmic theater you guys portrayed in before. And I mean, it goes on and on and on. You'd have to sit down with therapists for a month and do regressive hypnosis. I mean, sometimes the answer is very clear, but they're doing what they do because everybody chose to do it. And you've got a choice here. You can get involved in it, get upset, get concerned, take sides, or hey, have fun out there, guys. Be the teacher on the playground and let the kids get on whatever playground equipment there is to play on. And you just watch them play and have fun and be okay with it. And if they fall and they need help, pick them up and put a Band-Aid on. That's where I would go. That's as neutral as I can portray. It's that unconditional love thing. You respect them for who they are, reference you, and let them do what they do otherwise.
Yeah, exactly. Contracts doesn't mean there isn't injustice. I have sued people I signed contracts with. Contracts don't mean we are not human and experience hurt, pain, or betrayal. Yes.
You can still decide how upset you want to be about something. Right. Being upset about something is a choice.
But also, please send our love as well to Dan's ex-wife, because she and Martin were the victims in this. Not that they need to have victim mentality.
I was going to say victim might be the wrong word.
But they're the ones that receive the injustice from it.
But they still, this is what makes me crazy. They if you want to go down the rabbit hole, they still have the options of feeling like they've been victimized or that there's a gift here somewhere.
Yeah.
There's a gift there somewhere if you want to look for it. That's a tough nut to crack.
Yeah. Choose.
Because I've been there. Trying to look for the good in it.
Be wisdom or wise.
Yeah. But
be wise or wounded. Oh, wow. all of a sudden, just craziness.
Took me 2 years to click on one thing one time, but big lesson in my life. Big.
Yeah. And when he was saying his brother was jealous, the person his brother was at the time was jealous that
I had married the chief.
that he was a female married to the chief. And he wanted, yeah. So I know when you say who they are now, it
Yeah.
sounds a little weird. It's like,
Who they are now, yeah, the energy, but you can see the trail of the relationships. It's the interactions. Oh,
so there was a lot of interactions between them.
Jess, I am total agreement with that. I don't know why you would do that.
Oh yes. Oh good.
No.
Did you do that? Did you do that, Jess? Just asking.
Is that a lesson you learned? What's that? There was a tattoo show on that they would fix botched tattoos.
Oh.
They would take one tattoo and they would re-artwork it into something else.
No. And yes.
Yes. Perfect. That's all you can do. That's it in a nutshell.
Yeah. And ES had a question. Oh. Wow.
No. Take care of yourself, yes. Okay.
Mine fell first instead of everyone else, but it feels so. No, it's not selfish. You are the most important person.
You're all you've got
in your life. You're the only one who can complete yourself. You're the only one who can truly love yourself, other than, yeah.
This is weird.
What?
Well, Arctic Fox is saying, he says, Dan's ex is doing well. She's amazing. Okay, so now Arctic Fox is tuned in on the sister?
Flux.
Flocks, rather.
No. But.
That's somebody else's opinion.
Okay.
I'm
Dan was the one who ended up with Martin's wife, and Dan had to get a divorce. Okay. So the ex-wife.
Yes.
Okay. And Arctic Fox is saying that she's amazing, very hurt, but now focusing in herself and getting better. So doing what she needs to do to start her own life without Dan.
Yes. It's still a mess.
It is a mess,
Yeah.
but she's doing well. I hope Martin's doing better as well. But let's go back to ES now. Are we going to ES? You
Yes.
got tune into ES. Okay. And you said, yes, it's not selfish to love yourself. And I don't know if you were here when I said this, but loving yourself unconditionally is sharing in and embracing God's love for you. Okay. So that's what's important. You're sharing the Creator's love for you. So don't think it's selfish. Don't have the guilt of putting yourself first.
It's okay to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
We see it all the time.
You can't take care of others until you take care of yourself first.
It's sort of like we talked about this morning. If you're going, let's say you want somebody personal trainer, physical, and you walk in and this person is overbeat, smoking,
Yes.
etc. How can you expect that person to train you if they can't pull themselves together? So, two of the Jackson 5 brothers had a wife and got them both. Oh, I never knew that.
I never knew that. Which are two of the Jackson 5 brothers?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
How's the genealogy work on that one?
Yeah.
So
anything else you need ES, don't accept the guilt. That's just conditioning, programming, and domestication that's telling you should be you should feel guilty for loving yourself. But no. After a 35-year relationship, I love myself unconditionally, and that's why it has ended with no regrets, no resentment, and pure unconditional love for all parties involved in that. Just saying. Okay. So, anything else?
that does create quite a rift, though. When you've
What?
I saw it here locally. Two sisters. One husband went to the other sister, and it just breaks up the whole
family and everything. Yeah.
People take sides, and
It's like there's no reason to take sides. Yeah.
no wonder they were so screwed up. See what showbiz does to you and fame?
What? Oh, those guys. Yeah. No wonder they. Yeah.
Clean yourself, folks.
Yeah. Brainwashing, definitely. Let go of the old things, the old rules. Those are not true. They've lied to us too much.
How do you do that?
What?
2 brothers have kids with the same woman. Are they brothers or cousins? Just
Half brothers, half cousins.
I don't. Yeah,
I'm just saying.
it's like a Dalmatian. All these spots.
We don't know how it works because
No.
we're not involved. But I would say half
I'm going, ew. I'm glad
half
I'm.
sibling and half cousin.
Yeah.
That's
This
just
is my
weird.
sibling. No, my cousin. My.
And I won't get into some of the things that happened in previous what am I thinking of? Generations. Yeah.
Oh, you got to wonder
Well,
what
I
went on in
know-
the woods,
I know a few things, and yeah, we won't get on to.
and they're
here.
worried about vaccinations. Christmas
The
was
old
so.
cells
Yes,
have died out. Next. Yeah.
I'm sure Christmas was not huge transition time.
Yeah. Well, I hope that you're taking care of yourself through all of this and not
Yeah.
choosing sides other than I agree with you that supporting the Dan's ex seems more important. And
Good morning,
speaking
Calgary.
of Calgary, we talked about you this morning, dear.
We did.
Yes.
In
Michelle from Calgary.
what? In what vein? What did we say about her? Was a
Because
did we say nice things?
Because Jami Cooke, her husband passed and her brother passed the day of her husband's funeral, Michelle. So this happened to somebody who's been on our lives many times, and even Angie's and Don's and stuff. So please send her out some love, healing, and prayers as well, because she's going through sort of what you did last year, but she's going through it right now. So, oh, thank you. A5 says Randy had 2 kids with her. Then she left Randy, married Jermaine, and had 2 more kids.
Talk about Christmas. Who buys presents for who?
Yeah. Well, again, nieces, nephews, and sons and daughters. Okay,
Wow.
just saying. Yeah. So we thought about you today, Michelle, when we were thinking about Michelle and Jami and all of what she's going through today. So, and what is ESA? Wow. Okay. So,
One more quickie.
Vandana. No, we need to get going.
You don't think? Okay.
Yeah. Vandana, I did read you earlier this week, so we wouldn't read you again today. Wait till next week. But I'm going to back away, and it's Gabriel's turn.
I don't know if they were ready for this early entrance.
It's not early. It's 5 minutes. I usually do it around 5
Yeah.
minutes left. Yeah. Backing away. So I don't push
They-
the wrong button.
I played with them last night for a while, but Tina's. They're saying, we are here. We see you. We see you loudly and clearly. We respect. Oh, they're talking to the marriage thing. We respect your position in all the participants in the interactions of radical marriage switches. That is not to say this was not preordained. Those of you who get consumed with breakups and personal issues in the physical realm should come to an understanding that many of the perceived maladies are actually works in motion, elevating those participants who are willing to take advantage of the situation. Those of you who feel disdain or judgment or critical opinions toward such transgressions, should not be alarmed. Those transgressions are simply tools the universe uses to implement wisdom in the characters involved in the drama. Those of you who see consternation should stand back and take a look and don't think of it as a painful experience, but more of an enlightening experience. It's hard to take that protocol until you have established the concept being possible. You have been taught to cast out sinners and disparage those who have been perceived as doing ill will and horrible, terrible, contradictive actions, when in reality, each of those actions has elevated someone somewhere in the situation to a new level. That's their job. That's the reason for the consternation. There's a positive side and a negative side. Not really. There's just two sides that oppose, and consequences take place as a result of the interaction of the characters. So the next time you go out with your character mask on and decide to intervene in a collective situation, know that there will be results that will steer your memory, your recollection, your potential outcome as a new thinker in one way or the other. It's a gift. Don't take it as a hated, dreaded malfunction on your part. You walked into the storm, held your coat on as tightly as you knew how to, and came out as dry as you knew how to. And for the next storm, you're better prepared. We hope that we have added some clarity to your understandings of the interactions that have been spoken of, and understand you are all going to have many more interactions today, tomorrow, and the next day. And we will be with you every step of the way. Blessings to you all. We are the Gabriel Collective, and we will peacefully retire as you go about your journeys. Ta-da.
Yay.
That was a complicated one.
Yes, but that was very poignant.
Yeah.
I mean,
There was a lot of that today. It was.
yeah.
That's
A
good.
lot
I
of
mean,
people had anxiety.
all good stuff.
And what Arctic Phlox is doing, her daughter's getting married, so she's concentrating on her daughter's getting married this year. So she's concentrating on the marriage and
That's good. Narrow your
letting
focus.
everything else. Yeah.
Good.
And I can tell already just by what she said is that Dan's ex is being strong for herself and elevating herself. So she's been elevated from this. So that was her tower moment so that she could be who she needs to be and not have to.
And she sure jumped into the pool.
No, Dan's ex is the one who's.
I know. I mean, she left Dan, went to the.
No. Martin's wife went to Dan.
I'm
You
so
can't
confused.
even keep up.
I can't.
Okay.
It's
Dan
okay.
had to get
Okay.
a divorce.
Yes.
His ex-wife is what I'm talking about.
Oh.
His ex-wife.
Oh, you're right. She's the one I wasn't even considering.
Yes, and she's the one
That.
who's
All right. Now I got the.
raised her vibrations and her level because
She's the tower in all of them.
yeah, she got the tower moment and she's starting a new life.
I get that now. Okay, I see that.
Yeah. So
Good for her.
she's the one who made out like
I
a
think
bandit,
she
whether
did.
she did or not.
She
I'm
came
just
out with a
saying.
trophy. Whether
Yes.
she sees it that way or not, who knows?
Yes. The collective card today is the
Oh, good,
tower.
Victor. Yeah.
So we've got a lot of things going on today. Ego death, folks.
Hey,
Remember
thanks
that.
you guys for putting up with our craziness.
Yes, thank you all for being here today. We really appreciate it. Every new person, everybody who's been here, and everyone who's added.
And if you
their
need us,
wisdom.
find us.
Yes.
Here's our emails.
Oh, well, that was our emails, but now I got Tuesday night class up. So let me put up their emails.
Okay, go to Tuesday night class.
And I do want to remind you that tomorrow, good friend, yeah, tomorrow that Miss Susan Grayson will be on at 10 a.m. She will be early, and I'm not sure how long she's going, so please get there early. Sunday morning will be Jess and Bonnie on Psychic Sunday, and that's 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Sunday. And A5 says, and Miss Sherry Berry may be on at 3 p.m. ish Sunday. Monday is Miss Naturally Divine Goddess Tarot, also known as Shauna. And she will be for tea time on Monday morning between 10 and 11-ish Eastern Standard Time. That's her start time. That's her start time. I want to reiterate that because of the fact that you're not sure when she's going to be on, but she'll be on. Tuesday morning, I will be back with, Claudine and the spiritual show that flows at 9 a.m. or 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. The way that the show flows, we can be late. We are ishy on that day. However, Tuesday night class from 6 to 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time usually starts at 6. So I try and make sure that someone's there by 6 o'clock so we can get going. And Wednesday morning, Bonnie and I will be on Ask the Angels at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Wednesday evening, last Wednesday evening was A5 Says and Sonoran Mystic Tarot, Mr. Don. And hopefully they'll be back on this Wednesday. Thursday morning is Shauna, Naturally Divine Goddess Tarot, and Sonoran Mystic Tarot. And then we'll be back on Friday.
But of course.
Yes. So love seeing you. Thank you guys so much. And Kevin, I will check again the email to see if I can find you. If not, I will let you know one way or another. I'll find you. Okay. Thank you.
And she will.
Much. I'm very good at that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for being here. We really appreciate each and every one of you. Remember to rise above with love, and
we will be back. Hasta la vista.
Jenny taking 2 scoops.
Bounty.